The 2,000-year-old Tibetan calendar plays a vital role in the lives of Tibetan people even today. The calendar informs of the time to plough and sow and when to visit the temples. New Year's Day on the calendar is naturally the most important festival of the year.
The calendar is like a guidebook for the Tibetan people. It shows the changing solar terms and climate. It indicates the best times for seeding, irrigation and harvest. It tells people when to move to another pasture and when to collect herbs. And it also provides dates of the eclipses. People in Tibet really cannot live without it.
Some crucial elements of the Tibetan calendar have been borrowed from the Chinese lunar calendar as well as the Indian calendar. Usually Losar, or New Year's Day in the Tibetan calendar, falls close to China's Spring Festival in the lunar calendar. The Tibetan calendar also uses the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac to mark the years. As the Tibetan Year of the Water Snake draws near, many families are busy cleaning their homes and preparing special foods to mark the traditional festivities.
This is the Utah Street in the heart of Lhasa, leading to Jokang Temple, the holiest site of Tibetan Buddhism. And it's also the busiest commercial area in town, and it's the place that every housewife in Lhasa will come visit before the Tibetan New Year to buy food, new clothes and presents for her family. Let's have a look at what kind of special things they're going to buy here. Well, this is what I'm looking for. This wooden container with this beautiful carving is called chima in Tibetan language, which means a container of harvest. During the New Year celebration, it will be filled with barley and other food and be put on the altars in households and monasteries, symbolizing a fruitful new year.
It took me 2 days to make one container. They are indispensable during the New Year celebration. The 8 auspicious symbols of Buddhism make the common pattern, which expresses beautiful wishes. This year I've made 23 different styles.
As business booms in Tibet, people can find everything they need for the new year at the markets. Kabsa is a traditional snack made from flour and yak butter and enjoyed during the celebration. In the old days, each family would spend 3 to 4 days before the new year preparing this food. But now many housewives prefer to buy it ready-made. Linker Road looks like an average street located near the Patala Palace. But ahead of the new year, almost all shop owners here sublet their stores to the kabsa sellers, who have a huge demand to satisfy.
I have been making and selling kabsa for 18 years. In the beginning, I could only make 3 flavors, but now I make more than 10.
More than a kind of snack, kabsa is also an important offering for Buddha and other gods. Look at the shapes of them. This one looks like the guts of a yak, a goat, and these ones look like the bones of an animal. They're actually the alternatives for the real animal organs in ancient cattle sacrifice, because killing is forbidden in Buddhist doctrine.
It's probably a universal habit to buy new clothes at New Year. Lhasa resident De Yang has just bought a new set of Phu Pa, or Tibetan dress, for her 8-year-old daughter.
The dresses are very well tailored and beautiful. My daughter loves them very much. We come here and order new dresses every summer and every New Year.
Bodchas, or Tibetan clothes, are still the formal wear worn by most Tibetans during New Year, weddings and other important occasions. The traditional style of clothing is usually made from silk and wool, with a large front piece, wide waistband and long sleeves. The most common colours are black, red, blue and green. However, the modified designs using a wider variety of materials and colours have become increasingly popular in recent years. This store has a huge variety of styles to choose from.
We provide styles made with 5 or 6 different kinds of materials, such as cotton, wool and silk. As for colors, there are between 4,000 to 5,000 options, let alone more than 10 kinds of patterns. It is now the busiest time of the year because everyone wants to buy new clothes for the new year.
Buddhism is the most common religion among the Tibetan people. Therefore, many of the New Year activities include elements of Buddhist worship, one example of which is the changing of prayer banners. Devout Buddhists hang banners on the roofs of their houses at New Year. They believe that the messages will bring good fortune and protection for the family.
We believe that the new banners will bring good luck in the coming new year. Blue for the sky, white for the clouds and red for fire, green for water and yellow for earth.
Now all is set for the celebrations. On the evening before the New Year's Eve, all families gather together to enjoy a feast of guthuk dumplings. Guthuk are sometimes filled with a variety of surprises, including charcoal, wool or chilies, representing personal qualities or features. Someone who receives a guthuk filled with wool is thought of as warm-hearted, while coins or wheat represent good fortune. After dinner, a ghost exorcising ceremony is held. The man in the family will hold a torch and wave it around every corner of the house. Then he'll walk outside and throw the burning torch into the fields. Starting from this evening, the New Year celebration will last for around 2 weeks. Feasts, Buddha worshipping, firecrackers, along with singing and dancing are all in store. Among the celebrations, watching horse riding is a comparatively young tradition, but also an extremely popular one in Lhasa. This is the equestrian park in the city. A traditional equestrian performance has been staged here on the third day of the year since the 1980s. As one of the most popular aspects of the New Year celebrations, the show draws audiences of tens of thousands every year.
All of the people in the town want to watch the show. Some believe that it will bring them good luck, and others just love to watch the horses.
Adapting to the modern lifestyles, the customs of the Tibetan New Year are not fading out. On the contrary, they are getting better known across the world. Some 83,000 travelers from home and abroad visited Tibet Autonomous Region during last New Year holiday, and it is expected that even more people will come here to enjoy the traditional festival with the locals this year.
I hope that more talented people will join us in the study of the Tibetan calendar. That way we can ensure it's passed down to later generations. I hope my business goes well and hope to open a little shop selling chima and other wedding and ceremony supplies. I wish for fortune and happiness, the health of my family and my cattle, as well as good weather. I hope that I will remain as happy as I am right now.